Okay, hello and welcome. This is the first episode of Season 1 of XCOM2. We are going to play the vanilla game now, War of the Chosen. I'm gonna play the Legend difficulty with Ironman enabled. I'm gonna use some mods, so you can find more in the description of the game, which mods we'll be using, how you can join the character pool, and some more technical information about the game. Now, let's start a new game. As promised, we'll be playing on Legend difficulty. Enable Ironman, that means all our decisions are permanent and we can't take them back, we cannot load, or if somebody dies, then you know they are dead. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's hit start.
Continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior of time and again offers only friendship and compassion. Yet these trivial actions
Could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep Gatecrasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Now that we've got a foothold, it's time to take the fight to Advent. We're heading into the city center to take down a public target. Something that will get people's attention. Neutralize any security forces in the area. Keep your heads down.
Okay folks, this is the first mission, Lada van Bar with XCOM. We start with Operation Gatecrasher, one of the most difficult missions at this difficulty, because we are gonna go with rookies. I'm excited to start a new game. Let's see how it goes.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay, here we go. So, before we actually start the game, let me just quickly do one thing, which I always do at the beginning of every mission. And that's actually scouting of the area, seeing where we are, where is the objective, how far we have to go, if we have any high ground, which we have, which is cool, which is great, because it's gonna be a big help. Elevated position gives us 20 points or 20% extra aim against the enemies, which definitely we will try to utilize. And also what I'm gonna do is have a look on the soldiers who will be representing us, who will be the first squad who gets to kick the aliens in the ass. We have Lucy Pahi, difficult name to pronounce, so I'm gonna call her by the nickname Moon. We have Enktuya Yargalsaikan. Oh my god, again another complicated name, so she will also go by the nickname Tuya. Another lady, Zoya Sokolova, Falcon. And the last one is Helen Kuipers, Wildcat. Okay, so we have 4 female fighters, which is not so usual. Okay, girl power. Okay, let's do it. So let's move. Rule number 1, as you can see, we can move up where the yellow area is allowing us, but my rule is never go yellow, always just start with a blue move, which is the first move, and then only continue. So we are gonna keep at it now, and definitely what we want to do is we want to utilize the elevated position. The enemies are somewhere around the map. There should be 3 groups of enemies on this first mission, and what we have to do, we have to kill them, and we have to come to this place, place explosives and detonate them. So that should be all fine for the beginning. Let's just climb up here with Wildcat.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Okay, cool. So we see the first group of enemies. Another rule of which we try to adhere to is never fight more than 1 enemy group at the same time. If possible, of course, there will be situations when they will walk into us and ambush us, but in here we can actually place carefully our soldiers in position so they can ambush the
Bravery runs in my family.
enemy soldiers separately. Okay, so I'm gonna go up. Hopefully we will not trigger anything. We are in concealment mode. It's the small hooded icon next to the live health bar, which means the enemies, they cannot see us. They would be able to see us only if we would be in their line of sight and close to them. And where should go to? Yeah, okay, so again now we can do the yellow move because we already see the surroundings and there is no danger, we can move easily. So that's how I am doing yellow move, even though I specifically said I'm not gonna do that. Let's move Wildcat in the corner. And let's wait for the enemies. Where do they go? Oh, bloody hell, they are going away from us. Not what we want. Let's move on the roof. Okay.
Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
So we are close to the goal, but we actually cannot do anything about it now.
Moving to position.
So I'm gonna just place the guys at the edge of the roof, and we will try to set up an overwatch trap. Hopefully the enemies will come back to us. We can wait for them. They should patrol. So I'm gonna just, give it a go. Yeah, they are coming back. Cool. So they are usually patrolling. The danger is that the more you wait, the bigger chance is that other enemy group can come up. So now we are in a good position. We can see them. They are flanked, which means they are not in the cover, which is indicated by the yellow, yellow target sign. We have 85% of hitting them, which is really good. All of our soldiers actually can see them. So the standard procedure here is set up an Overwatch trap. We will have one soldier shooting, which is going to be Lucy in this case, and Tuya will go on Overwatch, Zoya Overwatch, and Helen Overwatch as well. So we are ready, we are set. The first contact. Moon, make us proud. Oh yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Time to do this. Don't back down.
Nice shot. One more, fantastic. We connected everything. The high percentage chances are capitalized, so we had 86%, which is good. It doesn't connect always. 86 is not 100, so you can't count on it. But this was a decent position. They were in the open. They were flanked, so no brainer. If you shoot from concealment, the Overwatch shot usually gets a penalty. But if you are shooting from concealment, the penalty is not there. So that's the best way how to actually ambush the enemies in the beginning. Now, because we don't have a timer, this mission is not on timer. There is no time limit. That means we are not in a rush. There's nothing forcing us to actually move forward and go to the objective. Which means we are going to play it safe. We are going to very slowly, and we are gonna take our time. We will Overwatch. We will reload, so everybody has a full bar of ammo.
Oh yeah. Scanning. I'm on it.
And okay, another enemy coming. We have the Overwatch shots, but lower percentage chance now. But we did it anyway, perfect. One more, please. Oh, it's a miss, okay. There should be 2 more shots.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA.
One more?
They are stronger than ever.
Okay.
Even greater.
That's fine. We can't hit everything, that's 60% is not so great chance. Alright, so as you see now, we have another turn. That's because they walked on us. So we used the Overwatch shots. Now we get to shoot at them again. But how do we do it? What's the best way? We definitely need to kill the Advent Trooper. We can use grenades, which we have as well. But we don't want to use the grenade on the sectoid. Now tell me why. He's got a yellow sign of a black hand, grabbing something, and that means he's carrying something valuable with him. It could be a weapon modification. It could be some, physical enhancement. So, if we kill him with an explosive, this loot or this valuable thing will be destroyed, which we don't actually want. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to go here and I'm gonna flank him and try to shoot him. You see how the symbol turns from red to yellow. That means he will be flanked. So I have a better chance of hitting him and shooting him in a higher damage. Now the danger is, in here I will be only in half cover. So I'm more prone to be actually hit by an enemy. So what we have to do is, we have to ensure that nobody is shooting at us. Attack is the best, defensive strategy. So offense is the best defense. Kill them before they can get to you. That's what we will try to do here. It's 4 of us, 2 of them. Let's see what we can do about it. All right. What are the chances? 66. Okay, so we have 66 chance. of going against the Advent Trooper. That's not that much, but definitely Helen will try to go and flank this guy. We hope that we will not trigger the last enemy group, which should be somewhere in the back. They are circling and patrolling in the area. Now I can see the sectoid in the open. He's not in any cover, that means he's yellow. 70% chance to hit. Our aim is 65, weapon range plus 5%. Flanking target, it's 40% extra for critical hit. We don't actually need it, we just need the 3, which is the minimum damage. Okay, I'm not gonna go for it now. Let's have a plan B. You know, it's always better to check before you start shooting what are the other options. Now, if we hit him, and we hope we will, then it's fine and we can focus on the Advent Trooper. If not, we need to come up with another strategy. The Advent Trooper must die anyway. He is dangerous, he can actually move closer and shoot at us. He can even try to come and flank us, so we can't have that. We can try to shoot him point blank. 66% is a decent shot. Or, alternatively, we can throw a grenade. Maybe if we go... closer. And let's see. Is it gonna help us? I don't think so. Oh, I think I probably could also try this. Well, for some reason it's not a flank, which I don't understand why. But moving here, moving to this position also brings a risk of revealing the last enemy group. And we can't have that. I don't want to fight so many enemies at the same time, so I'm gonna need to try something else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try one shot. 66% a decent shot. Moon, come on. Show us what you got. Yep, nice. That's exactly what we wanted. Perfect. Couldn't get any better. Now we have a decent shot with Wildcat. You can do it. Oh baby, yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Who's keeping score?
Oh, I'm keeping score. Perfect. So far so good. Everything runs smoothly. As you can see, he dropped the valuables. The loot is here and we want the loot. Now I can't just go here and grab it. Now, first of all, I will not reach it. I will be standing next to it, but I don't want to risk revealing the last group. Not because we only have 2 people with available moves. So, long story short, let's just Overwatch. We can reload and Overwatch. And now we can actually try to come closer. Okay, nothing so far. Alright, that's not bad. Oh, by the way, if you see the number in here, it actually gives us the number of turns of which we actually can go and take it. After that, it will disappear and we won't be able to get any benefits from it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move up here. Anything? No, nothing. Okay, still nothing. So I'm not gonna move here. Now I will be in full cover, but I wouldn't have any moves left. So I will be out of action points. So that's not what I want to do. Instead, Overwatch. In here I'm gonna move a little bit so that I don't trigger anything, and I'm gonna reload.
Right. Moving to position.
You are in position, so Overwatch.
Scanning.
And the same will go for Wildcat, Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
And we see them, okay, we see them in here. Huh, alright. Now I want the loot. I really want it badly, but I think it will trigger the enemy, so let's see. We got from the sectoid we got Alarium Core, which we will use later in the game. And we have Advanced Scope, which is nice. That's very useful. It helps our aim.
Получилось.
Oh, perfect. So nobody is
Ясно. Начинаю
nobody's triggered.
наблюдение.
So what we have to do is we have to get a little bit more closer. Lucy,
I will respond
be
to
ready.
any threat with appropriate force.
Tuya and Helen can actually
Locked and loaded.
reload and Overwatch. The good thing is we still have all our grenades.
Движение. Рядом.
Okay. Something's coming up. Are they coming? Oh yeah, they are coming. Alright, we have Overwatch shots. Come on guys, can you make something of it? Oh yeah, we are hitting perfectly. Super. We're actually quite lucky, you know, 47 it's like a flip coin.
We're not sure whether to chalk up the training or stricter mind control.
Ah, this was too small. Okay. This should be doable. First of all, always assess which enemy is the most dangerous. In this case, it's the Advent Officer, but he's got only 2 health, so he needs to die. He needs to die quickly. How are we going to do that? We are close to finishing the mission without any casualties, so what I need to do is actually... I cannot see them. There's no place I could position myself and kill them. I'm looking at a position in high cover. That's the mantra which we need to follow, right? High cover is the key here. I'm not gonna get any. So what are we going to do is... oh boy. Okay, let me think. This needs to be precise strategy. So I can move in here. I will be flanked. That's not a good idea. Still, he can come in here and he can flank me. So this guy needs to die as well. This guy... It's actually not such a big concept. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna... Alright, let me think this through. So we need a plan. We have four action points. Can you move? Oh, this is okay, I could come here and flank this one. I would be in half cover only. I think that's actually how we want to do it. 74, there's a good chance. Now, if you move here, can you reach? I don't know if it's no. Oh, so close, so close, so close. You can't hit him with a grenade. Okay.
Ясно.
But I'm not gonna take any risk. The general needs to die. Oh, sorry, general officer needs to die, and we will use a grenade for it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with Wildcat. Try to kill this one, please. Yes, headshot, nice. He's down, perfect.
You can't handle me.
Exactly what we needed. Now we can lay out this. Okay, carefully.
Ловите подарочек.
He will be dead. Zoika will kill him with a grenade. Grenades have 100%, you know, there's no miss. Oh. And now, how do we actually play this? I don't want you to stay in the half cover, so you will move to the full cover.
Done so with honor.
And if he moves at us this way, I'm gonna set an overwatch trap. He's moving, he's coming, and maybe... Tuya? Oh yeah, he's all yours, perfect. Oof, we did it.
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Okay guys, so this went perfectly well. We utilized all the advantages we had, the high elevated position with the extra aim. We set up the overwatch, which went superbly, and we were placing our soldiers in good positions so they could flank and have a clear shot. So this is how the first mission should be. Now it may look a little bit easy.
Rendezvous at the extraction point.
Trust me, it's not always like this. There will be missions when we will be missing the shots, we will be missing overwatch shots. I actually one day had to spend 35 attempts of the Gatecrasher before I was able to pull out a flawless. So we're happy to have it. It's a good start. So I'm really happy for it. We killed all 8 enemies. It took us 9 turns. No wounded, no killed. Perfect. That's how we want all the missions. So now going back to the base, we definitely have hit the Advent. We sabotaged the monument. So one more thing which I want to say about the game, I really like the storyline. I like the story, I like the soldiers, I like to read where they are from, what did they do before the war, you know, get to know them, something about them. So I'm gonna definitely we will watch together all the cut scenes, all the videos, and we will get to know the soldiers real well. Alright, mission completed.
Troops are making it look easy out there, Commander. All thanks to you.
Okay, so first of our squad is here. They were rookies, but now they are for promotion. All ladies, which is interesting. I have never had this before, so I hope we will have some men as well joining the squad later on. So let's start with Moon. What she's gonna be? Oh, she's gonna be infantry. Okay, infantry is a custom class. It's actually you know, from the modding community. So thank you whoever has created this class. I really like it. It's just one of the mods which I'm using, which has actually effect on the gameplay. Everything else is either cosmetic or you know, convenience mods or interface. So Lucy Moon Pai will be our infantry, which means she has ability to shoot primary weapon as the first action, and then also do another action after that, which is a really helpful thing. As you can see, all the stats on the right side: health, mobility, aim, will, hacking abilities, which are low because we don't expect her to do the hacking. As Lucy will gain ranks, she will unlock new abilities, and we will be able to always select one of these two options. So let's see what it is. The base one is the light 'em up, so that's the ability to shoot a weapon and then have another move or another shooting. Next, Wildcat, and she's our grenadier, which is cool.
As our demolitions experts, the grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Grenadier is super useful, especially early on. This is a class which is, you know, which is really doing a lot of damage, a lot of area damage, and they help a lot in the beginning. They can destroy cover, they can, you know, damage enemies, they can shed enemy armor. So the ability is launching a grenade. Again, we can see how aim, hacking abilities, mobility, and health. She already had 3 kills in the first mission, which is superb. Tuya, Ranger, okay.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Alright, I like that. I like how she looks. It's kind of fitting for a ranger. So, Engtuya Tuya Yagal Saikan. Wow, this is she's apparently from Mongolia, so that's why the name is so complicated. Okay, so her ability is Slash, so she can attack any enemy within a movement range with your sword. That means she has to be next to the enemy, but she can hit him with the sword. Nice. Welcome to the team, and we have Sokolova. Okay.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Okay, and Sokolova is our specialist. Her ability is Aid Protocol, so she can send the Gremlin, which is the drone, to help a friendly target, and it gets a bonus to defense. And of course there is another ability which is hacking, so that means she can attempt to remotely breach security on a network access point with the Gremlin. That's as you can see, her hacking ability is 50. Now compare it to the 5 of the other soldiers. That's you know, our specialist. She can be either trained as battle medic or combat hacker, or maybe, you know, combination of both. Alright, so this is our first 4 soldiers. Let's go to the ship. Oh, but before that, okay, this is a recap of the items we recovered from the battlefield. Now we have the core, we have advanced scope, and we have some corpses of the enemies that we killed. We can try to research them and use the benefits of the research to, you know, develop better weapons or some additional techs or modifications that will help us. Alright, so this is our base. Let's quickly scoop over.
To the research labs.
So this is the ship we are flying in. It's a modified UFO ship. We have parked it somewhere in the wilderness. I don't know where it is. We will find out soon.
You know, I probably wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for your father. He was something of a miracle worker.
Getting the Avengers' power back online was a miracle. I'm not entirely sure how he deciphered their system, but we'd still be half buried in the sand if he hadn't. He gave everything he had to get the ship running. But he didn't live long enough to see her fly.
We owe you both a debt of gratitude.
You can honor his memory by using this ship to destroy the aliens wherever we find them.
You'll get no argument here.
Okay, so this is the ship. As you can see, there are different rooms. We will visit all of them very soon. Just to let you know something about the this is the strategic layer, right? So here we need to build our ship.
Commander to the research labs.
We need to first you know, explore these areas. We need to excavate it, and then we need to build different types of rooms, or, you know, different types of actually you know, power plants, or, you know, things that will give you research, things that can heal your soldiers, and other things. First big and important room which we have here is the research lab, so we are going there right now.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Teigen, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Okay, so you had the man. So he's our main researcher. He needs scientists to do the research, or they can actually, you know, he can do it even without them, but it will take a lot of time, and every scientist will decrease the time required for new research. In here we have options now to choose from these three things: modular weapons, hybrid materials, alien biotech. I'm going to start with the modular weapons, which allows me to you know, use the loot which we had, the advanced scope, and put it on the weapons of our soldier and get a bonus in the fight.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Okay, so you can see on the right side, it's gonna take 5 days till we will research the modular weapons. Let's go back.
Maybe we should start training someone else to pilot the Avenger. I'm never going to get any work done if Mr. Bradford can't keep the ship steady.
Okay, just to let you know, this is the living quarters of our enemy, of our soldiers, and here is the commander's quarter, another room on the ship. Here is the bridge. This is the place where we will go at last. Here we have the armory. As I mentioned, the middle area in the ship is actually yet to be discovered, yet to be cleaned and excavated, and yet to be filled with different rooms. Now, this is bar and memorial, where we can actually see, you know, soldiers who are, you know, cheering up and drinking, and of course there will be also, it's memorial, so it means if a soldier will die, he will have a place in here. But now let's go to engineering and meet our chief engineer.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Okay, so we have just met Lily, who is our chief engineer. As she mentioned, whatever Tygan will research, we can build in here. This is a place where we will build items, but also where we will build the facilities on the rooms. As you can see now, there is only one available slot, which is on the left corner. I'm thinking we will need to excavate the other rooms before we can actually put any building or any facility in there. Looking at the layout, it's actually good to think about it first before you start building the rooms. You know, there are specific type of rooms which you need to clear. The alien machinery is different from the alien debris. It takes longer time to actually clean. Now, the exposed power coil is a specific room which gives you power, so it's mostly used to build on if you build on it the power supply facility that will give you extra energy, extra power, which we need. Or you can build a facility which is you know, high on demand on the power supply. We can see that in here, obviously you cannot start excavating unless you have engineers, which we don't have any at this moment, so that means we cannot start any excavation. only thing which we can do is start building a facility. Now, how are we going to do that? Which facility to build first? If we look in here, we have options. We can build lab, workshop, power relay, guerrilla tactics school. I would say 95% people, that's just my best guess, are doing the guerrilla tactics school as a first building. It's very useful. It will allow you to increase the number of your squad from 4 to 5 and then from 5 to 6 later on. It takes only 28 days to build. I'm tempted to do the same, but actually I don't like to play it like the other guys are playing, so maybe I'll take a risk. I'm thinking, it's always good to have a look on the whole floor and just to kind of think ahead which room you want to put in which place. Now we are in a difficult position. The alien machinery, it takes a lot of time to clean, much longer than the alien debris. And as you can see, we have on the second floor, on the second layer, it's just alien machinery. So that means we definitely will be stuck on actually clearing it for a long time. And I'm tempted to put the power relay. We don't need it now because we have power, but we will need it later. And this is not how I imagine. Okay, you know what? No, let's do it completely different. Let's start with laboratory. Lab will give you option to put scientists into the lab and speed up the research process. That's a very useful tool, especially early on. Instead of, let's say, 6 days to research the weapon modifications, if you have only 4 days, that means you will have 2 days early the modifications available. You can bring them to the fight 2 days early, which can be sometimes the difference between light and death. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with the laboratory. It takes 40 days. It takes 150 supplies and 3 power. It's a lot, but I'm gonna take it. Alright, there's nothing else we can do at this moment, so let's move on. We can see that we can build actually some other things like smoke grenade, flashbang, medikit. At this moment the flashbang is the most useful thing, but we cannot build it because we have only 25 supplies and we need 35, so let's just move away.
Do you ever regret leaving the city? You must miss some of it. The food, the warm beds.
Honestly, none of that really bothers me. What I miss the most is my equipment.
I hadn't thought about that. Advent probably had a pretty nice lab set up for you.
There was certainly no shortage of resources on their side.
Don't worry. I'm sure the commander will find something nice for you.
Okay, and now let's go to the armory. So armory is a place where we will actually be able to see our soldiers who are fighting for us. As you can see, there are 4 soldiers which we already know. All the ladies which have been part of, or who have been part of the Gatecrasher mission. They have a squad rank, and then we have some rookies. What I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna read the bio of all the people who will be talking with us to the fight. In here, in character info, you can see the biography of those guys, and I think it's actually a good thing to read it and know what their story is. I really like to know the guys, so let's start with Helen. How the fuck did I ended up in here? Helen asked herself when she peeked from her cover behind a car parked just outside of Advent Clinic. 3 Advent of troopers patrolling nearby had no idea about her location, but from the left rear of the car she saw incoming stun lancer and an Advent captain. Her teammate, young nervous rookie named Paul, was scared and shivering, finger on the trigger and death stare in his young eyes. Another team member was supposed to be in position on high ground somewhere behind the way from which the stun lancer was coming. If he got caught or killed, then they would be screwed without the sniper's support. Helen did not hear any shooting, but the lancer could have taken down the sniper silently with his stun sword. I'm too old for this, she thought as the rookie did not hold the command and screaming started to fire on the troopers. Luckily the sniper was in place and ready and cleared the officer with one nice headshot. giving her time to take down 2 troopers with 1 frag. Then she jumped to another cover and stood ready for an incoming stun lancer, just in time to hit him directly. Helmet bursted to fragments and the stun lancer went down. The AO is clear, she heard Central in her comms. Just another day with the XCOM. Okay, that's nice. I really like it. So she's a seasoned veteran of sorts. Helen, Wildcat, welcome to the team. The next which we had the chance to meet is Lucy Moon Pahi. I really like the look and the tattoos. Cool character. Let's read about her. Okay, the sweet child of mine, rock and roll baby. Let's kill some aliens, shall we? Lucy lived in Topeka, Kansas before the invasion. She had a grandmother who was from Kiowa tribe, and her name was Pahi, which means moon in Kiowa language. Okay, I didn't know that. Lucy was a singer in a rock band who as many others was forced to look for different paths in life after the aliens attacked. She used to dream about becoming famous and tour the USA with her band, sell out stadiums, and one day perform during the Super Bowl halftime ceremony as a main star. Okay. But when the alien invasion started, there were no more gigs for her band. People were just too afraid, and also local authorities banned cultural and other events because large gatherings of people were targeted by alien abduction teams. Lucy and her band had to start looking for other means of making a living. One of the band members had suggested to join the army and fight the aliens. We will never know if that was meant to be a joke or if he was serious, but one thing led to another. Lucy passed the ASVAB test and joined the camp for rookies in Fort Riley, Kansas. After her training, she was stationed with the 937 Combat Engineer Group in the same location. Here she was defending the Kansas area when the abductions continued till the day the invasion ended and the Advent Coalition was established. Many of the troops were not happy with the turn of events and went AWOL as they did not agree to bend to the new administrative, and Lucy was amongst them. Large resistance groups started to form official opposition to Advent, with troops from Fort Riley and Fort Leavenworth joining them. Advent knew that these groups can present a significant risk and have oppressed them very harshly. Countless units of Advent soldiers, stun lancers, and shield bearers supported by mechs were sent to sweep the Kansas City area and eradicate any military opposition. Lucy and few others were scattered during the attack and had to go into hiding in Kannapolis State Park around the Kannapolis Lake. In here, a resistance camp with CC 400 refugees and resistance fighters was formed, and from here organized attacks on Advent convoys were planned and executed. Lucy found a new home here until the day she enlisted with XCOM and moved to Avenger. Some of the tech in Avenger recognized her as a singer and former local rock star. It took some convincing, but eventually she agreed to make a small concert for the fellow troops. She still has a great voice and talent for music, and other teammates are happy when she sings to them after the missions. Okay, welcome. So, singer/soldier, Lucy with an Indian background. Okay, or Native Americans. This probably should be said properly. All right. The next one we met was Tuya. Biography. Okay, raised in Mongolian tundra, Tuya never visited a city before invasion. Her family is in the horse breeding business and keep living in the old ways. She always wanted to travel the world and leave the village she spent most of her life in behind. After the invasion, the Mongolian army was looking for more forces among villagers, and Tuya got conscripted. During her initial 3 months training, she showed promise and was recommended to special units. As an outstanding soldier, she has caught attention of XCOM when Bradford was looking for new recruits. A young girl's dream came true. She got to see the biggest cities and travel the world, although it is while going on guerrilla missions. Okay, so lady from Mongolian tundra. Okay, welcome Tuya. And the last one which we met was Falcon, Zoya Sokolova. And I promise this is the last one which I'm gonna read. I understand you might be tired by now from my Eastern European accent. I'm trying really hard not to sound like somebody who will get killed in the next movie or by John Wick, but you know, what the hell. Country of Russia, country of origin Russia, date of birth August 17, 2004. Not many women want to join the Russian army. The conditions are bad and tough, especially in the bases far from Moscow. Some people would call her crazy, but Zoika knew that if she wants to excel in the predominant male world, she has to undergo the training and camp in the most difficult places in Russia. Sorry. So she joined the military and started in Irkutsk military base as a regular private. After 3 years of service, she was a recognized soldier with a rank of staff sergeant. Her military career and the ability to endure in worst conditions on Earth came in handy when the invasion began. She has proven valuable in heavy fights in Irkutsk, Omsk and Vladivostok area. After the Advent Coalition was established, she wanted to continue fighting and she enlisted with the local resistance group. Siberia was a harsh location even before the invasion, but at the same time, the large forests and godforsaken wildlands provided excellent conditions for resistance groups. Many safe havens were formed as well as countless unofficial camps where people are far from Advent clinics and their propaganda. Zoika became a senior in one of those camps, and the fighter group they formed specialized in disrupting Advent supply lines. They attacked raw material quarries and mines, convoys, factories and power plants. Ability to cause huge disruption with limited resources was appreciated by XCOM, and a spot in Avenger was offered to Zoika, since she also was one of the few soldiers who could speak fluent English. However, during the missions, when the heat is on and Zoika gets excited, she uses her mother language. Okay, that's nice. So, Zoika from the Russian army, welcome to the team. You will be our specialist. Welcome. Perfect. So that's all the soldiers' bios for now. I'm gonna read one or two more later on when we will embark on another mission. So every time somebody new will come with us, I'm gonna introduce the guys. Let's just have a quick look. So we have Tony, Hooligan, Bradshaw. Okay, welcome. We have Naisha, Tiger, Gosh. Okay, nice. Really, the tiger apparel is really fitting. Perfect. We have Colberius Colby Moore. So welcome. It's cool. We have Anthony Hawk Quell or Quell. So that's another soldier. Okay, looks also tight. Perfect. And Sarah Usher. Okay, I think. Let me actually have a look. I think this is a character which is actually. Yeah, this is a default character, so it's not a custom-made soldier, a survivor from the old war. Yeah, this is a preset character. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change Sarah Usher for somebody else. I'm gonna pick somebody else, but not now. I'm gonna do it offline. So this is the soldiers we have, and let's go back to the last one, which we haven't inspected yet now, which is the bridge.
Commander. Good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Okay, thank you, Central. So this is our strategic map. So we will see the whole world in here. We are somewhere in Russia or in Asia, and we have the Avenger. And what we need to do is we need to fly from place to place and actually scan, invest time in scanning on some rumors from the Resistance. They will give us these, and they can bring us valuable resources, or weapons, or weapon modifications, or intelligence. At this moment we have only one option. It will take us 4 days to investigate, and we will get supplies as a reward.
Avenger plotting new course.
So we are flying in there. And now we can start scanning. as you can see in here, this is what it is. It expires in 60 days. If we don't do anything about it, it will just go in vain. In here, on the top screen on right corner, we can actually see what we have at the moment. We have 0 engineers, we have 0 scientists, we have no alloys, no alerium. We have 60 intel, 25 supplies only. Our monthly income is 150. And here we will see the what's coming. This is the calendar. So in 5 days we will have modular weapons. Then in 21 days there will be a supply drop. So we will receive monthly supply. And the lab will be done in 40 days. So now what we need to do, we need to start scanning because time is running. So let's just not waste anything.
Strategic resource located.
And we got it. So in the stadium we found 64 supplies. The next rumor which is available for us is abandoned colony. It will take 7 days to investigate, and as a reward we will get some rookies, which is always useful.
New course.
Let's go pick it up. It's on another place on the map. Now the area in the blue is the only one which we actually see. And there is our...
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
Okay, so let me finish the door. So the blue area is where we actually, are based. This is the resistance area from which we operate. But hopefully we will be able to connect more. We need to spread our, resistance across the whole world. So we finished the research. We have modular weapons now, so means we can add modifications to the weapons. We will assign a new one. Now we can do magnetic weapons, but we are not gonna do that now because it will take 63 days, which is too much. We need to get some scientists to decrease the time. Next one will be alien biotech.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
So as you can see, we have the alien biotech in the queue. It takes 6 days. We cannot actually build anything in engineering because we don't have any. We have some supplies. Okay, we can actually do something. We cannot excavate anything. We don't have an engineer.
Their propaganda machine working overtime. We're still seeing a steady flow of migrants heading into the cities.
I'm not sure they have to do all that much convincing at this point.
And I'm not sure I'd trade my freedom for a few hot meals and the cure for the common cold.
Well, maybe not. But what about the terminally ill, the elderly, or the disabled? The aliens can offer them something we can't. Something most people would trade anything for.
You're wrong about that, Doctor. We can offer them freedom, even if it means they have to endure the pains of being human.
I just hope they see it that way.
Okay, so as you can see, lab is gonna be built in 35 days, unless we will be able to get an engineer. If we will find an engineer and put it here, it will halve the construction time. Let's go back to the bridge. And let's continue with our scanning. And hey, we have a guerrilla ops. That means a new target was acquired. We have acquired a new target for our guerrilla operations against Advent. Let's have a look. Now, as you can see, there is only one available. Later on there will be more as we expand our network. It is in New Arctic, operation called Swamp Mask, and what we need to do is we need to recover an item from Advent's facility. It's an easy mission. Easy doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. Easy only determines the number of enemies which we will face. As a reward, we will get Dr. Hadia Sphere, an engineer, and yeah, this is the mission which we need to do next. So I'm gonna fly over there.
Territories.
Okay guys, and this will be all for now. This will be all for today. We will stop our broadcast here. I will try to do one mission per stream. So this is where we stop our game now, and we pause. And the next episode with the mission and some other building will be I will be playing on Sunday as per the regular schedule, maybe a little later. So thank you very much. Have a great day. This is Lada from Bar, and see you later. Bye bye.